Hi everybody and welcome to Silky Intuitive. My name is Nancy. Before we start with the weekly reading, I want to say something, guys. I recently was posed with a situation. I want to make something absolutely clear, especially if you are in the market for a private reading. First of all, consider what you're going to ask the reader thoroughly. And as you're presenting your questions, your concerns, your situation to your reader, think. And then think again. Is this something you really want clarity on? Is this something you really want? You need the truth presented to you. Even if you need the truth, do you want it and accept it? Because sometimes the messages can come through harsh. I'm an honesty person. If you want soft and cuddly and flowery and romantic and lovely, there are a lot of readers out there who will give you that. People that come to me for sometimes the brutal honesty. When it's not necessary, I don't use it. But when the message comes through and it's something that you directly wanted to know, you have to be ready to accept the outcome. Accept not even an outcome. See, the tarot isn't a magic bullet. It's not a magic pill. It lays out priorities sometimes. It puts a focus on what is needed occasionally. It will talk about the potential, the possibilities. And sometimes when you're hearing about a partner who has more issues than you know, if you're not ready to hear about those truths, don't ask it. Because once the cat is out of the bag, it's really hard to roll back. And I am asking you, and I will tell you, when you ask me, has my partner cheated on me? If I see it in the reading, you're going to hear it. If you ask me, is my partner visiting prostitutes and up to their neck in cocaine? And if I see it, I'm going to say it because you asked it. So I'm just asking you, in the course of reaching out to me personally, I can't speak for other readers, but for me, if you are asking a direct question that you know the brutal, honest outlook for that situation is in front of me, I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell you what I see. And I hate doing that sometimes, because occasionally I will get someone who is not ready, willing, and able to accept the potential of a partner, the potential of someone that they honestly loved. And sometimes to hear, even though that person comes to me with suspicions, usually if you're already suspicious about it, you already know what's gone on. For the most part, in those circumstances, can be very much about the reconfirmation of something that you already know. I'm just here to say your own instincts were right, or your own instincts are off. You need to refocus. So this may have sounded like a lecture or a rant, but I just wanted to say, guys, if you're reaching out and you're not ready, willing, and able to accept the potential around a situation or around a partner, you can find plenty of warm and fuzzy all over YouTube. Go for it. I wish you well with that. But when you're looking for the brutal truth, and sometimes it's stuff that is a possibility. It's the things that Spirit is talking about. Yes, I'm going to lay this out in your path. You are either going to accept it or you're not. That's all I'm getting for you guys. And I just want you to know that I love you. I appreciate the work. But honestly, if you're not ready and willing to hear the truth as it is, once the cat is out of the bag, once that toothpaste is out of the tube, it's awfully hard to roll it back. So, my guides like to work with, we work with people who are having really difficult time. And even in that difficult time, sometimes we touch on a nerve. We hit something and it totally throws the receiver off balance. Happened to me within the last week. And like I said, it's about the potential. It's about the possibility around that person. If you're going to receive the truth and then freak out, literally freak out, because you heard something you didn't want to hear, then this isn't for you. But I do appreciate it. Anyway, so I get the hard cases, guys, and I have to deal with them and receive them exactly the way I get them. And it's hard for me. It's hard for me because now I need a freaking mental health week. So, I'm still taking orders, guys. I'm here. I'm open. And sometimes the messages don't have to be harsh. But when you're looking for harsh messages and answers that can come through that way, I think you need to be prepared for that. Oh, well, this is interesting, but I'm not going to take it. I don't like what's here. We're going to start with Capricorn. Thank you, guys. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Let's look at Earth signs. Now, Earth signs, what have we got for you? My Earth signs for the week of May the 1st through the 7th. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody, coming up this week. I think I'm going to go out and have a pitcher of margaritas now. Amen. A platter of tacos and got a great big pitcher of margaritas. I can use it. All right, we're going in now. I think we're ready for Capricorn. Are we ready? We're ready. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, my Earth signs. I love this. We're focusing Earth signs first. For you, my Earth signs, it is 8:25. All right. I'm taking mental notes like an old lady. I'm writing things down. So, Earth signs, look at this. You've got this new start here. This beautiful beginning here during this week. Are you launching something new? Are you looking for a new job? This is all very hopeful for Earth, and I really like that. We've got 9 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and the 6 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups, and the 4 of Swords, the Page of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. You know what, guys? I think things are just starting to come together for my Earth signs. In general, boy, you guys are really, you're getting it all together. You're finding time for work. You're being generous to a fault. And you're actually finding a good, healthy rest in the midst of a lot of what feels like has been chaotic energy, somewhat confusing, maybe just not sure. not sure of which direction your life was going to start heading in. I think for my earth signs, I'm finally starting to see real progress coming through for you. Now, first, let's look at Capricorn. For Capricorn, let's get some clarity on Capricorn first. I know what that was about, but I wanted to go back in. Okay, for Capricorn, again, they're jumping. All right, Capricorn, we've got the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, then we have the 7 of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Something is feeling really brand new to be here for you guys. Where love is concerned, there may be an opportunity to meet someone, especially with that Ace of Swords. There's a new communication for Capricorn going on around your home or going on around a very joyous, maybe, occasion. I think that during this first week, you're getting a real good idea, some of you, of what love looks like. Maybe you've been in a period of delay. Maybe you're a late bloomer. I think some of you have met someone that really just makes you feel happy to be around them. I think if you kissed this person recently, they've made your head spin. They kind of took your breath away even. But I do see that, yeah, the fish is jumping out of the cup. Take your breath away. Somebody is capturing Capricorn's interest here during this week. Whether, you know, it could be a situation that was old. Someone from your past. But there's a certain recognition that some confusion within the past in this relationship is starting new again. I think for the most part we have a situation for Capricorn where there's been a great deal of warmth, generosity, and some pretty dizzying kisses from what I can see. For Capricorn, it's coming your way. Somebody out there that wears the Capricorn proudly, you are about to get kissed. And it is going to make you twirl, girl or boy. But it's going to be a situation that elevates your joy into something completely new. Now, let's look on to Taurus. Taurus, 10 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, along with the 7 of Cups and the 4 of Swords. For Taurus, again, we have the same joyful energy here. It's for you around a brand new situation. For some of you, this happiness is going to come through a brand new flow of finances. We've got the 7 of Wands, the World, and the 4 of Swords again. Some of you are taking some time off. Some of you have decided that it may be costing you a little bit of a fortune, but you're taking that break. It's necessary. You have been overwhelmed, possibly by obligations, by a lot of things coming at you at one time, and now it's an opportunity. You're seeing an opportunity develop in front of you where you can actually take a day to breathe, where you may decide that it's time to take that well-needed vacation, because I have a rest here for you guys twice. Take a day off and just really observe the world. Take a walk in the park. Sit by a lake. Absorb some sun, you know, your skin. You may be in need of some vitamin D. Get some nourishment from the nature, from the natural stuff. Do some gardening during this week. It really does feel like some time that you spend out in nature, in observation, in whatever time is presented to you. I think it's well spent. It feels restful. Maybe you decide to go fishing. Whatever it is that you're doing during this time period, you feel good. You feel complete. There's a lifting of the soul, and your body feels like its old self again. Okay, that's what I've got for Taurus and for Virgo. For Virgo, we've got the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Another four, the Four of Pentacles, along with the Page of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Now I want to get a clarifier. We've got the Page of Pentacles, or the Page of Cups here twice. Somebody has got a real offer coming their way. For some of you, it may be about travel. For some of you, it could be about a new address, moving. I think that some of you are finally saying, you know what, this place is not suited for us anymore. There isn't even a place for me to lay down and take my afternoon nap because there's too many kids in the house. Time for a bigger house. This could be saying, you've been holding on to this place for a while, but the opportunity may be coming forward to look at a new property, something that's bigger, something that is going to sufficiently house all of those kids, a place that feels very much like home. The minute you walk into this place, there's going to be a very calming effect. For some of you, there's a lake in the backyard or a little pond. For some of you, you're actually living on the water. I don't know why. I have no water here except for this guy who shows up twice. Some of you are wanting to move to a sunny shore, California, Florida. For Virgo, I think for a lot of you, I see a movement forward in one way or another after a period of being stuck. Maybe you're finally deciding it is time to spring into action and take that vacation. It's a well-needed, well-deserved vacation, especially for the King of Pentacles. The opportunity comes up here twice. Maybe it's a family member offering you their home for a weekend. Maybe it's a friend who has a cabin in the woods, and wouldn't it be fun to just go and spend a week alone with a cooler of Johnsonville sausages, some beer, and a fishing pole. You know, it's you getting in touch with who you are, what you want, taking the people that you love with you, because it's about sharing generously. So I do think this offer does come from a generous friend for some of you, but it's a great opportunity if you're looking to take a trip. Is there anything else I need to know for my earth signs during this week? I'm not getting it. Okay, let's see if I can avoid a cough right now before I head into fire signs. Earth signs, thank you very much. Fire signs, very good. Fire, fire. What do we got for fire? Okay, first, guys, I'm going to take a little bit of a sip of something here, because the throat's getting a little agitated already. I don't think its message is coming through. I think I'm legitimately getting a cough because it is allergy season. Okay, now here we go. And the rain has just been unbelievable, and it's working up all the pollen. Okay, here we go. I've got fire signs next. Let's get a underlying focus for fire signs. Fire signs. The Empress. Now we know all about the Empress. She's pregnant, but she's just full of fruitful growth. So on whatever level this is, for fire signs, it feels like you're fruitful, abundant. There may be growth around you. Growth of a situation, growth of a relationship, growth of your income, growth of a job, growth of your garden, your children. In some way, this is about expansion. It's about creativity. It's about having your hands in the dirt in order to build something big and beautiful and abundant and fruitful. Now, we've got 9 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups and the 3 of Swords. The 8 of Wands, the Fool, and the King of Cups. Very interesting. First of all, basically what I've got for you, fire signs, is a very up and down emotional week. I think for some of you, you're actually going to be overwhelmed with work and earning. And I feel that there's some disappointment around something occurring for you right now, fire signs. Is it a vacation that needs to be canceled? Is it... I honestly feel that someone had plans here to do something very special, but something got in the way. An obstacle, maybe finances turned out not to be the ideal time. So I think what I see here is somebody coming up with a more creative way to spend some time without spending a whole lot of money. Because I think for some of you, fire signs, the issue is going to be around money. It doesn't have to be. Whatever plans it is that you're setting forth here, you may have to do with something less extravagant. Maybe you wanted to go on a cruise, and what you're ending up with is packing up the kids and taking them to the, to the city for a weekend. It's different. There are changes for me around a fire sign plan, but not for everyone. I think on a whole, again, I feel a very emotionally up and down week. Satisfying where money and growth is concerned, but emotionally trying. Maybe you are in a pattern of disagreeing with a partner, with a spouse, and they are, for some reason, maybe they're too busy working with obligations, dealing with the children, and it feels like there's a bit of emptiness around the situation. For some of you, you may end up getting bad news this week, but I don't think it's anything that you cannot manage. I think that there may be, again, ups and downs with this emotional situation, but basically I think wrapping up this period of time, really kind of happy with the way the whole week ends, and that's only for some fire signs. First, let's look at Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you guys have got the 9 of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups, and the 8 of Wands. Let me grab some clarity on this, because I feel more the up and down for you right now. And maybe Aries is going to have some of this because it runs in their column long. So I think Leo's got, maybe all three of you have got some stuff going on. I don't know. Maybe you're burning the candle at both ends, trying to satisfy everybody. Okay, Sagittarius. We need first clarifier for Sag, the 5 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands. So for some of you, the burden at this time comes through very much about your finances, about improving your finances, and maybe you are burning the candle at both ends. Maybe you're working to exhaustion, and it's put you in a place where you're depressed and you can't sleep. So you're kind of overwhelmed all the way around. I see some of you have a lot of obligations showing themselves to you at this time. We've got a feeling that there is emotional support around you. It feels like there is a loved one there to prop you up when you're feeling low. I think you also have help here by somebody. If you personally are having financial issues, you do have someone here that's about to make you a very nice offer. Maybe someone is offering you a job that takes you to another level as far as your spending is concerned. Maybe your bills as of late have been overwhelming. Or maybe it's just the fact that responsibility is weighing you down. And therefore your life is feeling a little bit needy. Maybe you're needing to hang out with friends, or just needing to have some really good sex. There's an offer there. There's somebody there who's going to take care of that situation for you too, if that's you. Because sometimes that feeling of need is all about the physical. All about the physical. And then once we have that release, everything feels better. And so if you're needing, a little something to make you relax, well, then call your favorite friend with benefits if you're alone. Have a good time during this period. Relax. Everything is going to come through just fine. It feels like an overwhelming period for you, but I think the money's going to be good. And that's a positive thing. Now, here we go. I had two cards flip over. I have to take them. First, we have for Leo. We've got the Page of Pentacles, the Empress, the Fool, the Knight of Cups, the Empress again, going both ways, and the Three of Swords. Again, we've got this emotionally up and down week. Clarifier, the Empress, the Nine of Pentacles again, and the Ten of Cups. Leo, basically what I see for you here is growth. Growth, growth, more growth. But something is just out of alignment in your life. Feels like it might be a romantic situation if this is talking to you. Maybe it's one of the kids. Maybe you're just not getting along with someone right now. There's an air of hurt feelings around this situation. I am going to say that aside from the things that you feel are causing you this pain, you've got a whole lot of growth in almost every area of your life, even love. But there just feels like something is out of balance. I don't even know if this is actual hurt. It may be exhaustion because you've got so much going on. You're willing to take a chance and maybe step away for some enjoyment with family, with friends, go to a barbecue, Cinco de Mayo, party. This is calling for it. Virgo, just don't drink and drive. Party on, guys. You deserve it, you need it, and for some of you, you're exhausted. And that's why this situation is calling to you. Now, let's take a look. Thank you at Aries next. Aries, you've got, again, the success, the growth, the independence, all those promising signs on a very physical level coming at you. But again, we have this element of being dissatisfied with something. You also have a very strong pull towards the positive. Now, I don't know if the Fool and the Three of Swords is actually connected. It could definitely be. It may also be around this King of Cups person too. A love partner. If, you know, it could be just simply that your partner just one day woke up and decided they wanted to buy a new car. And you pull into the driveway after work and there's a new car in your driveway. And she just says, well, I got bored of the old one. Well, that's going to kind of put a crimp in everything. It's someone taking a risky chance. Maybe someone loses their mind at the mall. You know, that's a battle you're going to have to fight your way out of because it causes physical strain, especially when you're feeling really good and independent. It feels like somebody just wanted to go on a spending spree here. You know, a little shopping therapy to make them feel better. It was a little bit of a risk, and for someone, it may have been a tragic mistake because it is going to affect someone deeply when they get their credit card bill. I think the reality of what they actually did there hasn't set in yet. I don't think that the reality of this scenario I'm clearly getting for someone. I think the real pain is going to come when the bills start to come in. Otherwise, again, if this isn't you, you've got an up and down week, but you're starting something new. Maybe you're launching something, a new business, a creative project, and it wasn't as well received as you wanted it to be. You have to give it some time because you do have success here. And maybe that success will start showing up quicker than you thought, but you need to give it time because this is a patient lady. Now, we've got the Emperor, Aquarius, or the Star card, and the Knight of Swords. You may be dealing with executives this week. Maybe that's who this is. It may be time to have a talk with your boss about some grievances. I would say be patient enough to feel this guy out. Check out his mood. See how he's feeling. See how he's dealing with other people around you before you engage with him. Because I'm telling you, some of you are working with a boss who has a red-hot poker up his ass this week. And you're not going to want to deal with him. because he is half out of his mind is the message that I'm getting from Spirit. You're going to be dealing with someone who clearly is screaming, I want what I want when I want it. And it feels almost for some of you, you are going to be his go-to person with every single complaint, every single issue he wants clarified. This week feels very much like my Aries is going to end up with a boatload of a boss's misery this week. I think the discussion about a pay increase or a promotion is well being left for another time. I feel he may brutally be going through something on a personal level, and it's taking him to a whole new level of pissosity. In whatever it is that he's dishing out to you, you have to know, you have to rise above it, be the better person, because you do not want to mess with this guy this week. And if that's a message for you, you're going to know it. Now, thank you very much, all my fire signs. Let's take a look at water signs. Okay, water signs, what have we got for you? Water signs, we're cleaning it up. I have no first impressions yet. All right, let's give these guys a good mix real quick. And then we'll get ready for water. Now, guys, I see incredibly busy. I see incredibly busy. Working late hours, maybe. Needing more balance in your life. Maybe a partner is complaining that you're not there so much these days because obligation is taking you somewhere else. Now, I'm being led to rifle these guys. There's a message somewhere here for water signs for the week. Hey. Okay, where do you want me to go? It's right here. The Queen of Cups. Well, Queen of Cups is going to be a very busy girl this week, apparently. You're here. You're representing yourself, male, female, hetero, bi, trans. I love you guys all. You're here. You're here. You're powerful. You're emotional. I don't want the message that my water signs are being overly emotional. What I'm really getting more than anything, you guys are getting somewhere. There's a real energy for you guys that life is going to take you somewhere new. And I think it's pleasant energy. Some of you guys are really, should be preparing for something big to happen. That's just my first impressions without looking at the cards yet. When you come through as yourself at the focus, some of you may just be needing a good pampering. Time well spent. Yeah, it may be something that you've had to wait for a while. Now, we've got water signs. The Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Death card. Some of you have been going through some recent chapters in your life. A lot of your focus has been on love, has been on the things that have gone before you. experiences that you've had. And some of those experiences have been mired in conflict. Some of the things you wanted from your life, very much, there's been hesitance and resistance. For some of you, it's been about the finances. It's been a lack of good fortune that has kept you kind of low and broke. We're moving out of that situation. Some of you guys, if you've gone through tragically hard financial situations, something is about to be presented to some of you. Not all of you. And I wish it would, because it's an opportunity to change your life. It's what you deeply know you need to do. You are being expected. There's going to be a whole lot more expected of you. Whatever this opportunity that's coming your way, that gives you the opportunity to bring more in after a really kind of rough time, you know there's going to be a lot more expected of you during this time. This opportunity is going to bring harder work, more work associations, and more time spent. More time spent growing the almighty dollar. But it's going to be better. It's going to, for someone, it's going to change your life. It's going to bring a much happier possibility into your life. Sorry about that, guys. I have my back to the screen. Okay. You guys are definitely headed in the right direction. All right, water signs first. Let's look at Cancer. Cancer, you've got the Knight of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. For some of you have gone through a blistering bad time. Some of this goes back as far as 7, 12 years maybe. For some of you, you've really, even longer, you've just been burdened with financial difficulty. I almost feel that some of this goes back to 2007 for some of you. 2007 was like a watershed moment for some of you between 5 and 7. It really affected your finances, and you had to figure out a new way. The opportunity was presented to you. At that time, it was something that was really quite opportunistic for you. It was the right thing to do at the time to pick yourself up out of whatever difficulties you were going through. I think that even though you're in the period of recovery, and some of you may still be feeling the hurt of that, I want to say the Knight of Pentacles is really working hard to bring you out of that circumstance. And it may have been slow. It may have been a really slow build to get back on your feet. Okay, Cancer, what have we got? Okay. The Chariot. Like I said, some of you are moving forward. The King of Cups. Some of you are absolutely getting the opportunity to break away from the Five of Pentacles. It may be difficult for you because you are still maybe cleaning up your credit. If your credit was damaged, and you can't go through a hard financial time without that bullshit affecting your credit. So I think that some of you are moving forward away from that phase of your life. The Chariot says you have been war-torn, but now you're moving forward. With this here twice, though, it was extremely hard on my water signs. A very difficult time for you to really have to deal with. You and your partner have gone through some really incredibly tough financial times. But I do see that even though you may still be dealing with conflict, the Chariot wants to pull you away from that situation. Now, we have Scorpio. Scorpio. I need clarifiers for Scorpio. Scorpio, you've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess. You've also got the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Again, a lot of what you're going through is associated with money. But by now, Scorpio, you've figured it out. You've had the downtime. You've had to reflect on what you're doing and how you're building. And I think in the past sense, you did have to find a better way, and you did. You may be working in groups, but what the path you've chosen, and I do see improvements down this path, it very much talks to knowing that that path that you've taken here is more supportive financially. It's a better work environment for you, and it's what you're meant to do. But now we've got the Devil. We've got the Five of Swords again, and we've got the Knight of Wands. For some of you, you've been in a toxic work environment, and maybe you're examining that toxic work environment, and that's what this reflection is. Maybe you're working with a toxic boss, or you're dealing with something on a day-to-day level where someone is abusive in one way or another. Their language, maybe even their behavior. You could be dealing with somebody who's addicted to oxycodone, and they pop 5 of them before they even walk in, you know, to take control of things. It feels very much like you're working under a very toxic kind of energy. That toxic energy is part of the struggle that maybe you have left, or maybe you are looking to release at this time. For whoever this is affecting, that energy is going to be pretty fresh. If you know who this situation is, it's toxic. It could be you chained to your desk, maybe way too often, and knowing that it's time to break from the work associates, to break from the obligations, and to take some time, because you know that it's time to part ways, even for just a few days, from Methuselah here, okay? It's time to take a break from whatever toxic environment some of you may be around right now. Let's take a look at Pisces. Pisces. What have we got for Pisces? That was, no, was that who was that? I think that was Scorpio. Now we got to look at Pisces. You've got the Five of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the High Priestess again, and the Death card, the card of transformation. So some of you are on a financial level, on a home level, in one way or another. You're going from some pretty rough times to a much clearer path, something that is more accustomed to you, your needs, your personal desires, and you're manifesting whatever it is that you're wanting. You've gone through some endings. Those endings, as you know, are endings that needed to happen. You may have had to change your work environment, definitely, but you're on a more secure path. The days of feeling financially burdened, I think for many of you, is a thing of the past. Some of you are making choices, bringing you to brand new beginnings, just like I thought. Some of you are starting a new business. You're starting a new position. It's much better suited for you. Better work associates. We've got this guy here too. And the Ace of Cups. If you're single, watch out for a love relationship to pop up in this new place of business, this new arena that some of you are stepping into. Karmically, you're meant to step into that place because you're meant to meet somebody special. It isn't going to happen unless you're sharing the day-to-day with that person. So for some of you who are single, it's not only going to bring financial benefits, better work associations, absolutely. It's going to bring a lot of satisfaction, and it may bring a brand new romantic life. And that brand new romantic life is very much about the people you're meeting in this new endeavor. And that's what I've got for my fire signs this week. Now, we've got the air signs are last but not least, and you are at 51.5 minutes. All right, here we go, air signs. Let's give it a little shake up here. Get some cards mixed around. All right, and let's get on with it, all right? I am going to give you guys a rifle, too. All right, air signs. Who are we doing first? We're going to do Libra first, then Gemini, then Aquarius. But first, let's take a look in general at my air signs. Look at this. You got the same card as my water signs did. For some of you, it's very much about your emotions this week. We've got also the Queen of Swords. And the Three of Pentacles again, and the Three of Swords. Things might get a little messy for air signs. I'm not sure. The Nine of Cups, the King of Cups. Six of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Death card. Wow, look at that. That's quite a reading there. First thing I'm going to pick up for my air signs in general, you guys, some of you are moving out of a painful situation. And some of this path that there's been this just maybe doubt. It's connected to your path in life. You're disappointed, maybe. Maybe a situation that you clearly thought was meant for you is turning out to not be so ideal. And some of you are just planning on upping and leaving that situation because some of you are just miserable. You are just not happy in a situation, whether it's work, whether it's home, whether it's a friendship, whatever circle you're involved in, it's very emotional. It could be a partner, a love partner even that's disappointed you and is going through some changes. Here, the Death card for me is going to talk for air signs in general. It's about somebody who's going through some deep changes. You may know this person. You may be dealing directly with them. But they're going through changes. But not all of the changes are negative. I can say that on some level, the changes are emotionally difficult. Maybe for air signs, you're around somebody. I think this energy is really, you're in the atmosphere of this hurt, this negative thinker, this negative behavior. It kind of hurts. There's a sting to it. And if this wasn't here, this would be a perfectly lovely reading for air signs, except we have this doubt, disappointment, fear, whatever it is, that's clouding things for air signs. It could be something that you're going through on a very collective level, where there's just disappointment in the atmosphere. There's a heaviness in your home, even for an unknown reason. I almost get that there's a heaviness and some sadness. There may be something happening on a global level for Libra that has put you in a place of sadness, and I hate talking about those things. So I'm going to try to avoid that situation. Something is going through some changes, but I definitely think that the brightness of the sun and the change coming through with the Death card is going to lighten whatever this is bringing. And this is going to come for Libra, and it's going to come in for Aquarius. Now, let's see what we've got here as clarifier for Libra. Libra, you have the Queen of Swords, the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. Well, since the Queen of Swords, for me more than anything, talks about a woman who wants what she wants when she wants it and she gets it. She can be straightforward. I think you may be dealing with someone very much on some level. It does represent you, but it's affecting you emotionally. And it's also a situation that may be transformative in one way or another for you. It feels transformative only here because of the pain you've gone through. Now, work relationships is maybe where that disappointment is displaying itself, is within the work environment. I think maybe within the work environment, you may be dealing with somebody who overindulges, and that's a problem. The Six of Pentacles, so it's about maintaining. It's about maintaining your footing, maintaining your stability. You may just be trying to maintain in a situation where something is going on with someone in your environment, and it's affecting you. It's affecting you in one way or another. Clarifier, Libra. Queen of Pentacles, another queen. The Star card, and the Queen of Cups again. For some of you, it's a situation within your home. It's a situation within your home. Maybe you work from your home. I think what you're wanting this week is change for that person. I think you have some someone in your surroundings who needs healing, who is emotionally wrapped up maybe in something. You may be surrounded by female energy this week. It may very much be an issue that is female-oriented in your life that is causing this disappointment here. You're emotional. Maybe this is saying you need to tone down the emotion. There's space here for healing for someone, whoever this is involving. It could be involving a Capricorn. It could be involving a mother, a grandmother figure. Again, we have someone being affected on some level here. There's some pain, some overindulgence too. What I'm going to say for Libra is don't get caught up in the emotions so deep that you overindulge to the point where you're sick. Because I think that that is a possibility right now for my Libra to just tie on a massive one and have to go into work with a hangover, which is very possible here. And it will upset your week if that's what you're going through. Overindulgence, definitely. The feeling that someone is going to overindulge to the point where they're sick, I think that's a problem, but that's within you and yours. This could be, again, someone in your environment. Now, let's look at Gemini. That was Libra. We're looking at Gemini. I need clarification. Gemini, you guys have got Three of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Sun. You've also got the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. For you guys, it's all work. It's all harmony. You may find yourself out partying with your friends. You may even get a day off. It feels very warming and accepting. I think on an emotional level, I think I see romance in the cards for my Gemini. And nothing wrong with a good bottle of wine and settling down with a good book, a good lover, whatever it is. I think for Gemini, it feels very good. Now let me get some clarity here. Some of my cards have jumped out. Okay, I'm taking these. Nice. The Three of Wands, you're making plans. The Five of Wands, you may be having some disagreements on where to go on this lovely honeymoon. Maybe that's what's going on here. You're planning a beautiful romantic trip and you've got some differences of opinions on where you should go. It's very much whatever you're doing, whatever you're filling your cup with here, it's really kind of big and abundant and bright and beautiful. Because we also have the Sun again. There's accomplishment here if what you're working towards is an accomplishment. You're going to be overflowing with joy. That's the whole message here for Gemini. And it's a good feeling that you guys are having. And now I'm going to take a look at Aquarius. I don't want those cards. All right, here we go. Aquarius, we need clarifiers. You've got the Three of Swords, the King of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Death. I think this is really for Aquarius. It's about your plans. It's about your future. I think I see very clearly that Aquarius has been kind of beaten up by love. The Six of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, like I said. You're looking for a more satisfying, fulfilling life. The past, for some of you, has been a little bit ugly, a little bit disappointing. The energy is that whatever you have recently moved away from, you've grown. You've grown as a person. You've grown on the level of responsibility. I think you are far more generous maybe than you've ever been before. Your heart is full to overflowing with this new experience you're having, with this new life that has reached out to embrace you on whatever level it is. Wherever you've suffered in the past, wherever you've been hurt, wounded, disappointment, I think for some of you, you're either in the process of separating from this energy and looking for a better way, looking for the road to happiness. And what you're finding on that road is clearly the opportunity to love and be loved. It's the opportunity to change your life through those deep loving feelings, or through that one person who loves you deeply. It feels like that relationship can be going through some transformation, but it's a better transformation. Some of you, financially, you're making improvements. Your partner is bringing home more money, and it's freeing you up to experience more things that bring you joy, more things that give you hope. And for the week, I think it is a great message. For some of you, Aquarius, the sun is going to shine in for you in big ways. Not only within yourself, but within those in your environment. And, guys, that's all I've got for you. Thank you for allowing me my words at the beginning. I just felt that it was time and necessary to make that point. A lot of people, I think when they ask questions sometimes, I don't think they really expect to feel the feelings when they're feeling them, if you know what I mean. So, there we go. If you want me, private reading, reach out to me. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can, and we'll get the process going so that you can have the questions in your life examined. We examine, we observe, we reflect. A lot of things we do, but we do not etch in stone. We're all about potential and possibilities, and so you need to be open to the receiving of those things. And that's the end. That's the end of it all, you guys. I appreciate it. My love and respect goes out to every single one of you. Reach out to me. I'm not a big bully. I swear. And take care, guys. Be well and peace.